So, what does it mean to put first things first? Putting first things first means organizing and executing around your most important priorities. It is living and being driven by the principles you value most, not by the agendas and forces around you. So, the real question is, do you put first things first? Putting first things first means doing the most important things in life. It means being clear about your priorities and acting on them. That sounds pretty easy, but many people fall into the trap of getting caught up in non-important things. They neglect the larger life priorities until it becomes too late to act on them. To become a master of your time, you need to first be aware of your priorities in the larger context of life. First, you need to procrastinate less. You will be less stressed out if you don't procrastinate and put things off. Make it your priority to do your homework right when you get home. Second, you need to learn to say no to unimportant activities that pull you away from the important ones. Stop trying to please everyone. It's going to weigh you down eventually. And you will learn that when you're saying no, you're really saying yes to the more important things. And in the end, it'll benefit you. Lastly, you need to cut down on your slacker activities like Netflix, watching Netflix 24/7 or watching YouTube 24/7 or scrolling through your social medias all the time. Now, you don't have to completely cut them out of your life, but it helps to slim it down a little bit because a little bit of relaxation is good. Another good tip is to plan your week weekly, because if you plan daily, it's just too narrow, and then planning monthly is just way too broad. First, you need to identify the most important things that you're doing that week. For example, a chemistry test, soccer practice, study for your English exam, etc., etc. Secondly, you need to block out your time for the most important things. For example, Monday, you'll study, and Tuesday, you'll do whatever. But you also need to write down how long you are wanting to take on each activity so that you know for a fact when you're going to be able to complete everything in a timely manner. Lastly, fill in the least important things you have to do. First, you have to schedule everything else first, like taking a shower that night or making dinner for your family, which those are important things, but you get the idea. And as Covey puts it, while leadership decides what first things are, it is management that puts them first. So when you are managing your time, it can be split up into 4 sections. Section 1 is urgent and important. Now this section is the most important things, like the test you have tomorrow, or the ACT, or soccer practice that you have all week. Those are important. And the second section is not urgent, but important. And that's like a shower. That's pretty important, but it's not urgent. And making dinner with your mom. You get the idea. And then section 3 is urgent, but not important. That could be like a dentist appointment. Yeah, that's definitely important for your health, but you get the idea. And then quadrant 4 is not urgent and not important. And this is like the complete bottom of the list things that you want to do and you probably need to do, but it's not important as everything else. And then make sure when you're done, you just reflect on everything you're gonna do that week and make sure you have everything on there. Bye.